There is no question the SEC has been dominant on the field, but what about on the recruiting trail? Welcome to Campus Insiders, where we're breaking down National Signing Day by conferences. To help everything put into perspective, we've got Fox Sports Next national recruiting analyst Alan True joining us in the studio. All right, Alan, the rankings have been shuffled the last couple of days, but who is the cream of the crop right now in terms of conferences in the top five, starting with number 5?
Starting with number 5 in the ACC. At 4, you have the Big 12. They have 6 top 100 players going to that conference. Third is the Pac12, and UCLA is currently the top team in that conference. The Big 10 with Ohio State is at number 2, and then number 1, no surprise there, we have SEC right there at the top.
Okay, let's get back to the Big 10. As you just pointed out, Michigan and Ohio State 1 and 2 in the nation. The next one from the conference is Nebraska there at number 10. When it comes to the gap, is it that much of a difference between Ohio State and Michigan and everybody else?
On paper, absolutely. I mean, Michigan and Ohio State have been recruiting at a national level this year. They've been battling for top guys. The rest of the conference has been getting the guys they get, but they haven't been recruiting to the level that Michigan and Ohio State do. Now, over the last couple of years, programs like Wisconsin and Nebraska have made the conference title game without those top recruiting classes, so the Wolverines and the Buckeyes will have to prove it on the field now too.
All right, so when talking about recruiting, I think it's an NCAA bylaw that we have to talk about the SEC, right? And Ole Miss, we know they've put together probably the best class in school history, but what other programs in the SEC are surprising you this time around?
Well, I think there are a few of them, but I'm going to go with Arkansas here. I think Brett Bielema has come in, and he's building the kind of class that he usually had at Wisconsin. What do they have at Wisconsin? Big offensive linemen. How about 6'10" Dan Skipper coming in? What do they have at Wisconsin? A great running game. 5-star running back Alex Collins. Also got a great quarterback and a great tight end. So I think Arkansas is the team to watch out for.
Wow, you said 6'10"?
6'10" offensive lineman.
Wow, unbelievable. That's going to be a big uniform and a big man on the field. Finally, let's head out west. The Pac-12 featured 4 first-year head coaches last year, and 3 of those programs were in the top 30 among recruiting classes. How have these coaches, Alan, been able to do so much success and get it so quickly in a short amount of time at their respective schools?
Well, I think first you have a great talent base out west. It's been a couple of good years in California and on the West Coast for talent, and both of those coaches, you can't do it alone. Both of them have great staffs, and it's the assistants who have been doing a great job on the recruiting trail. I think that's how they've taken off so quickly.
All right, Alan, we know you're a busy man. Thanks so much for taking the time with us today. Keep it right here for continuing coverage on National Signing Day. We have the top recruits, the risky recruits, the sleeper recruits, plus reports from campuses coast to coast, only on CampusInsiders.com.